Okay, guys, and we're back with another episode of the Seth Solo Side Quest. I'm Seth from the Lonely Center podcast, and this is episode 74 of my side quest. Now, in this episode, we're going to be talking about the recent tweets coming from Magomoed Ankalaevs account saying that he wants to run it back with Alex Pereira in August. Now, I think this could happen potentially. Obviously, if it's going to happen, it needs to get announced sooner rather than later. Now the guy took a ton of damage in that 5-round fight where they fought for the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship. Obviously, Ankalaev was successful in that fight. It was close. In my opinion, I did score it for Ankalaev. I gave Ankalaev rounds 1, 3, and 5. But I understand that maybe round 3 was a swing round. A lot of people maybe gave that to Pereira and said that Pereira, deserved to win that fight. But I think Ankalaev did deserve to win that fight, and the result was spot on, in my opinion. But Ankalaev done a lot of things right in that fight. A lot of things that we haven't really seen guys do to Alex Pereira outside of Izzy, where Ankalaev he would show sort of confidence in his game, step into range, throw some shots, and he would exit range at the right time, which is what it's all about. Because if you stay around for too long, or if you're not confident enough to, apply the pressure, Alex Pereira will just counter you, left hook, cross, uppercut, and just put you to sleep. Right? But Ankalaev's game plan was as good as we've ever seen someone's game plan for Pereira. Because in my opinion, Izzy's game plan for Pereira wasn't really any different than the first fight, but Izzy just slept him. Do you know what I mean? Because watching that fight, Pereira was basically doing to Izzy in the second fight, the same thing he was doing in the first fight, except he just didn't get knocked out. Right? So yeah, I mean, if they run it back, obviously rematches are very rarely the exact same as the first. Very rarely. I'd imagine we'd see Ankalaev potentially have a bit more success with the grappling, because he had next to no success with the grappling in the first fight. But I say next to no success, but it played its role in freeing up Ankalaev's striking, if that makes sense, where the threat of the takedown, and even though he's going for the grappling, and maybe he's wearing Alex down a bit, even though Alex didn't really gas, I wouldn't say that, because even in the 5th round, he was still, competitive. The 4th and 5th round was still very competitive. But yeah, it's hard to predict because we don't know how Alex is going to rebound from this. Of course, Alex has rebounded from losses before. He rebounded from losing to Izzy, went up to light heavyweight, and sort of dominated that division. But we'll see, because this fight does make the most sense. A rematch with Ankalaev and Pereira does make the most sense because there still really isn't any other clear number one contender. Yuri, of course, but Yuri lost to Alex twice, got knocked out twice, but he's never fought Ankalaev. In my opinion, does sort of make him a good number one contender, or next, maybe number 2 contender, etc. But understandably, if they want to run back the Alex Pereira fight, of course, an Alex Pereira fight is still a much bigger fight than a Yuri fight in terms of pay-per-views, box office, etc. But it's coming from Ankalaev's Twitter account, and I know for a fact, Ankalaev is not putting these tweets out. Like, there is no chance. This guy, I don't even think this guy can speak English properly, and he's tweeting. I don't think so. I think we all know it's the mad rat terrorist Ali Abdelaziz doing these tweets, which, to be fair to him, he's building up his fighter's profile, Gotta respect it at the end of the day. Gotta respect it. It's business at the end of the day. So that's what he's doing. I think the lightweight division's definitely interesting. Of course, we've got Jamal Hill and Khalil Roundtree. Whoever wins that, I don't think is next in line for a title. I think whoever wins that maybe faces Yuri, and then the winner of that then gets a title shot, because whoever wins Yuri v Khalil, Jamal v Khalil would face Yuri, and then that person would face the title, and that person would be on like a 2-fight win streak against 2 top contenders. So it makes more sense. Even then, if Jamal Hill beats Khalil, I don't think. I mean, they could run it back. Jamal Hill v Yuri potentially. I don't know why they would, because Yuri absolutely dominated him. But the UFC works in weird and wonderful ways, my friends. It definitely does. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you think this fight will happen, Ankalaev v Pereira 2 in August? And if it does happen, how do you think it would go? Because like I said, rematches very rarely go the same way. Do you think it would be Pereira getting his lick back, getting it back in blood, getting a first round knockout, sleeping Ankalaev? Or do you think maybe Ankalaev could even finish Alex, take him down, wrestle him? To be fair, we did see Alex not get rocked. I mean, he did get rocked a bit. He was stumbling and jumbling a bit in the second round when Ankalaev caught him with that clean shot on the chin. Stranger things have happened. Ankalaev, we all know Ankalaev hasn't got pillow hands, and we definitely saw that in the fight, that Ankalaev got enough power, more than enough power to keep you honest, and he's got the IQ to land on a guy like Pereira, which not many guys have got consistently over 5 rounds. Not many guys have been able to land consistently on Pereira over 5 rounds. We saw Khalil Roundtree do it for the first 2, and then he got gassed, and round 3 and 4, and then he got stopped. But Ankalaev didn't get stopped, and he won that fight. So yeah, let's see if Ankalaev v Pereira 2 is going to happen in August. But yeah, that's another episode of the Seth solo side quest in the bag for me, and I'm out. Peace.